Fame is loud, tradition is quiet, and sometimes we only hear the quiet voice after the noise has destroyed everything. This is the story of Amara. Amara was born into a family that respected tradition deeply. In her community, traditions were not just old habits. They were the threads that held people together. Elders were greeted with bowed heads. Family meals were shared without phones. Important decisions were made after long conversations, not quick emotions. As a child, Amara followed these customs without question. She helped her grandmother prepare food during festivals, listened to folk tales by firelight, and learned the values that shaped her people. But as she grew older, something inside her began to resist. The world outside her community looked brighter. Through her phone, Amara saw a different life. Influencers, celebrities, applause from strangers, fame that came quickly and loudly. People who lived without rules, without elders correcting them, without traditions slowing them down. That life looked free. Amara began to feel that tradition was a weight, something old, something holding her back. When she first spoke about wanting to become famous, her parents were careful with their words. Fame is not a foundation, her father said. Do not throw away what protects you, her grandmother warned. But Amara did not listen. She moved to the city with big dreams and little patience. There, she reinvented herself.
She changed how she dressed. She changed how she spoke.
She stopped attending family events. She mocked the customs she once practiced. Online, people loved her boldness. Authentic, fearless, unapologetic. The praise was addictive. Her following grew. Friends noticed her. Invitations came in. Cameras followed her. For the first time, Amara felt seen by the world. But as her fame rose, her roots weakened. She stopped calling home. She ignored festivals. She laughed at traditions during interviews. At first, it did not seem to matter, until it did. One mistake, small at first, was taken out of context. A careless post, a thoughtless comment. The same crowd that once praised her turned restless. Criticism came fast. Screenshots spread. Brands pulled away. Amara tried to explain herself, but the internet had already decided. Fame, she learned, has no loyalty. Alone in her apartment, the noise that once surrounded her disappeared. The phone that brought her fame now delivered silence and judgment. The people who once cheered her success moved on to the next phase. And in that quiet, Amara felt something she had avoided for years. Loss. Not just of fame but of grounding. She had cut ties with the very people who would have stood by her. She had abandoned traditions that once gave her direction. And now, with nothing to hold her steady, everything began to fall apart. Her mental health suffered. Her confidence faded. Her sense of identity collapsed. With no audience left to impress, Amara was forced to meet herself. One evening, she finally called home. Her grandmother answered. There was no lecture. No, I told you so. Only a gentle voice saying, "You are still ours." Amara returned home quietly. No announcements, no cameras. Just a girl who had learned too late that roots are not chains, they are anchors. She sat with elders again. She listened instead of performing. Tradition did not reject her. It welcomed her back. She relearned the customs she once mocked, not because she was forced to, but because she finally understood their purpose. Amara did not disappear from the world. But when she returned, she did so differently. She spoke with respect. She moved with awareness. She understood that fame without values is fragile, and identity without roots is empty. Her second rise was slower, quieter, but it was real. The lesson of this story is clear. Fame can make you visible, but tradition keeps you whole. When you abandon your roots for applause, you risk losing yourself when the applause fades.